Hello to all of you. You are watching this video. In this session, we'll have the first part of the visualization toolbox. We study very important tools. First, we check grid tool. Second, we check diagnostics tool. In the end, you learn cut part by sketch plane tool. Okay, let's go on the screen and start the lesson.
I got this magic in my fingertips, designing dreams with every click. Shapes and wonders coming to life. With Katia, I cut through strife. In my mind, the future's clear. No more doubts, no more fear. Crafting visions in 3D.
Hello everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Today I'm going to talk about the visualization toolbar. We have already talked about two of the tools in this toolbox. Today I'll discuss its other tools. The first tool from the left is called grid. If you look closely on the page, you see a series of the squares. These are called a grid. Grids with solid lines are called primary grid. Grids with dotted lines are called graduation. Now, what are the dimensions of these grids? I will tell you later how to adjust them. But here, with the grid tool, we can hide or restore them from the page. Currently, it is seen that the grid is active. I click on it to deactivate it. It is seen that the squares on the page disappeared. Do you remember that in the Sketch Tools toolbar, there was a tool called Snap to Point? I click on it to activate it. I click on the point by clicking tool to activate it. I move the mouse on the page. It is seen that with the movement of the mouse, the auxiliary drawing symbol, which is blue, moves in jumps. These jumps, if you remember, are on the node points. Now I click on the grid tool again. In this state, the squares are displayed on the page. I move the mouse. It is seen that the auxiliary drawing tool jumps to the nodes with the movement of the mouse. I turn off the Snap to Point tool. I move the mouse. It is seen that with the movement of the mouse pointer, the auxiliary drawing tool moves smoothly with it. Try to always keep the grid tool active, considering that the dimensions of the squares are specified. During drawing, the shape can be drawn close to its actual size. The second tool I want to explain to you is called diagnostics. Do you remember that in previous lessons I talked about the color of drawing elements? White, green, purple, red, brown colors. These colors were for you to understand the status of your drawn shape. These colors appear on the page when this tool is active. I draw a right-angled triangle and constrain it. I also activate the Snap to Point command. Now in this state where the shape is not fully constrained, it appears in white. After it is fully constrained, it appears green. I add an extra dimension. By applying an extra dimension, the color of the shape appears purple. Note that only the extra parts appear purple. I change the last dimension. I double-click on the dimension. In the constraint definition window, I write a number, for example 100. I click on OK. It is seen that the hypotenuse side turned red. I delete the triangle. I deactivate the diagnostics command. I draw the right angle triangle again. In this state, it is seen that its sides are white. I constrain it. It is seen that the sides of the triangle remained white. I give the hypotenuse an unnecessary extra dimension. The dimensions turned purple, but the sides remained white. I change the hypotenuse value to an impossible amount. It's not possible for the hypotenuse to be 100, but still the hypotenuse side is white. Then, without this command being active, finding errors becomes very difficult. In this same state, I activate the diagnostics command. It is seen that the hypotenuse turned red. I delete the hypotenuse dimension value. It is seen that the triangle turned green. Well, so far we have learned how to go from the page or part design environment to the sketcher drawing environment. Here, I need to tell you a few points. Look at the design tree. At the very top, it says part 1. Do you remember that in the first lessons, you used to change it to my part? Look at the part 1 sub-items. First, you see 3 planes. These are planes that are in 3 dimensions. These are the main planes. Look at the vertical white line below part 1. After the names of 3 planes, part body is located. All of these have branched out from the vertical white line at the same distance. In addition, click next to part body. A new branch appears below part body. The name of this new branch is sketch. I draw a shape on the page, for example a rectangle. I click the plus sign next to a sketch. It is seen that 3 branches have been created under a sketch. All 3 branches are at the same distance from it. I change the name of a sketch to first rectangle. Below it, 3 sections are seen: absolute access, geometry, constraint. I constrain the rectangle with auto constraint command. First I select the rectangle. Then I activate the constraining tool. I enter 2 axes in the second box. I click on OK. I move the dimensions whose positions are unsuitable. Now I want to exit the Sketcher environment and make this shape 3D. Look at the right side of the page. You see a tool called Exit Workbench. Click on it. Your working environment changes from Sketcher to Part Design. Look at the design tree. It hasn't changed and shows the same items. My shape is orange and active. With the pat command, I extend this rectangle perpendicular to the sketch plane, which was XY. I will explain this command in detail later. You see that a part1 was added under the part body branch. The 3 previous sections are located on the part1 branch. Now I want to go back to the sketch environment. As before, I can select one of the planes. I click on the surface that I have made pink. The surface turns orange. You might think that the surface is the same ZX coordinate plane, but in reality it's not. The surface is a surface parallel to the ZX plane. I prove it. I change the viewing angle on the page. I pointed to the page with my hand. It is seen that the surface is a surface parallel to the ZX plane. I bring the viewing angle back to isometric view. Now I click on the pink surface again. The surface turns orange. I click on the sketch tool. I enter the sketch page. In this state, we also have the 3D shape. Look at the design tree. Another sketch has been created under part body. A line is drawn below it. This means that anything I draw now will be formed under the sketch tree sub-item. I intend to create a groove rectangle shape in the cube. I want this groove to be 40 mm wide and have a length equal to the width of the cube. Also, the groove should be 20 mm from the left edge. Here, you will fully understand the concept of why a shape must be fully constrained. I draw a rectangle and fully constrain it. It is seen that in addition to dimensions of the rectangle, its position relative to the cube was determined. Open the sketch tree sub-item. Again, the same 3 sections are seen. This means that every sketch definitely has these 3 sections. I click on the Exit Workbench command again. By doing this, we enter the part body environment. I create the groove using the pocket command. Note that the 2 3D shapes are connected to each other. These 2 volumes have created a single volume called part 1. No matter how many other volumes you create, if you look at the design tree, you will see parts that are located under the part body sub-item. Now I want to create a cylindrical shape inside the created groove. The cylinder's diameter is 15 and it is limited by both sides of the groove. The distance from the sides is equal. To do this, I select the green surface as my sketch surface. After activating this surface, I return to a sketch environment. But in the sketch environment, I don't see the green surface. Although it doesn't matter at all, and if you draw a circle, the circle will definitely fall on the green surface. I draw a circle. I rotate the page to make it 3D. You see that the circle is on the green surface. I click the normal view command again. I return to the view perpendicular to the sketch page. The software has provided a way for us to see the green page directly. This command is located in the Visualization toolbar. This command is called Cut Part by Sketch Plane. This command is very effective in complex shapes. I click on it to make it orange. The green surface appeared. The dark green part is also the bottom part of the groove. Now I draw the circle and position it. The circle turned green. I return to the part design environment. I extend it with the pad command. It is observed that pad 2 was formed. Note that the 3 commands are sub-items of a part body. This obtained 3D shape is integrated. Again, by selecting the XY plane, I return to the Sketcher environment. So far, you have learned 3 more commands from the Visualization toolbar. Lesson is finished here. Make sure to watch the lesson twice. Practice with me the second time. Good luck, goodbye until the next lesson.
Let's build the future. Come with me, don't hold